All right, guys, this is our 18-foot best way, 48-inch high, above the ground swimming pool, and I'm going to share with you a few little tips that I think will be helpful to you. These are things I've learned over the years. First thing, you see the clamps that are along the top of the frame and the fishing line tied to that. That's just to keep the birds away and does a good job from them messing on the side of your pool. The next thing here is my skimmer, and this is a great asset to keeping the pool relatively clean most of the time. And as you'll notice, it has bolts, and I bolted this skimmer to the frame because these plastic clamps will not hold it, and that causes the skimmer to flop up in the air, and it causes your pump to cavitate. It can burn your pump up, and so that's worked very well. These are stainless steel bolts. They're long enough to go all the way through the frame to the bottom. In addition to that, this is my pump, and I have a cover over it, mostly because I don't want it to have any sun damage, and it's going to really add some life to it. In fact, this pump is an Advantage pool pump, and it's about 6 years old, 7 years old. Never really had any issues with it until this year. I bought a new canister for the filter. I think it's advantageman.com, I believe is their website. Also, I have added, as you see my intake line here to the pump, I have added an additional intake line on that side, and primarily the reason for that being is if the skimmer should clog up, say a storm comes and I'm out of town and it clogs this side of the intake up, it can still bring water into the pump and it will keep on flowing without any issues. It just won't, be able to skim off the leaves off the top. They'll just kind of sit right there till you get back and get it corrected. But that's worked very well for me. In addition to that, I've got a do-it-yourself solar panel that I made, and it doesn't do the greatest job in the world, but it does all right. What I do is I run it about 15 minutes and I shut it off for about 15, let the water reheat, and I sort of circulate with a timer. This is the pump that I use. I'll get this label up here for you so you can see it. I got that from Home Depot, and then I set my timer right here. But it's really helped us, I think, this year to keep the pool a lot warmer. Also, I've built a wooden stairs going up to the ladder, and I just do that to kind of keep more and more pressure off the bottom of the pool. And then of course on the inside you got pressure, but over here, and it's just easier for the family to get up and down on the ladder, especially on the outside. Also, I've got a bird net here, and it's not for birds, but it's for keeping those leaves and these trees blowing into the pool, and it works relatively well. I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I put it up. It was a little bit of a project, but it's worked really well for me. So those are just some ideas to help you, things that I've learned. I hope it's a help to you. You have a great, blessed week.